Netflix's series Encounters takes viewers on a mind-bending journey into the heart of the UFO mystery. Even though it feels like a new UFO documentary drops every few weeks, they wildly vary in quality and credibility. However, Encounters manages to separate itself from the pack. Let's get into what stands out, the cases featured in each episode, and why Encounters might just be your next binge-worthy obsession. Netflix's Encounters is a gripping 4-part documentary miniseries delving into the world of UFOs and extraterrestrial contact. Each episode focuses on a UFO mass sighting occurring within the last 50 years, and cases are brought to life through interviews with scientists, military officials, journalists, and first-hand witnesses. The major story here is that the show is produced by Steven Spielberg's production company Amblin Entertainment, along with Vice Studios and Boardwalk Pictures. Spielberg, a cinematic icon, has always been fascinated by the possibility of UFOs and alien contact. Back in the 70s, he consulted real-life UFO investigators during the making of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which highlights his long-standing interest in the subject. So it's exciting to see Spielberg's production company cover the phenomenon at this stage in his career, especially with the current surge in mainstream attention regarding UFOs or UAPs. Encounters aims for a degree of polish and credibility that most UFO docs can't come close to matching, and the series succeeds on both fronts. Encounters dispels the common misconception that UFO sightings are predominantly an American phenomenon. Encounters could do a 4-part miniseries on Brazilian cases in the 70s alone. While the first episode focuses on sightings in Central Texas, the next 3 installments focus on cases in Africa, Europe, and Asia. Episode 1, Messengers, profiles a 2008 mass sighting where hundreds of residents living in Stephenville, Texas witnessed a flurry of UFO activity. Farmers, police, and journalists all experienced the mysterious lights in the sky and struggled to come up with answers as the UFO wave drew national headlines. Episode 2, Believers, looks at an incident in September 1994 when over 60 students at the Ariel School in Ruwa, Zimbabwe claimed to see a landed flying saucer and its 2 extraterrestrial pilots. Now, all these years later, the former students still believe they came face to face with beings from another world, all except for one. Episode 3, The Broadhaven Triangle, goes back to 1977 when the Welsh town of Broadhaven became a UFO hotspot, with residents reporting over 450 UFO and alien encounters. As researchers pored over the cases, the string of events bared a striking resemblance to Welsh and Celtic folklore. And Episode 4, Lights Over Fukushima, shifts focus to Japan in 2011 amidst the Fukushima nuclear plant disaster, when residents reported seeing UFOs and mysterious balls of light in the wake of the meltdown. The episode looks at the history of UFOs and nukes and delves into ufology's connection to Japanese culture. The show consists of talking head interviews, archival footage, and witness reenactments, and features interviews with subjects from all walks of life. Notable interviewees include astrophysicist Dr. Kevin Knuth, religious scholar Diana Walsh-Pasulka, and New York Times reporter Ralph Blumenthal. These experts provide their valuable insights alongside first-hand experiencers, ranging from those who witnessed strange lights in the sky to individuals claiming to have been abducted. The show boasts first-class production values, and it's evident how much time and care went into composing every single shot. Each episode is replete with stunning visuals, from sweeping shots of African landscapes to B-roll of interviewees staring off into golden sunsets. The show even jazzes up talking head segments, setting them in bunkers and briefing rooms, lending the series a cinematic flair. And cinematic is a great way to describe this program. It doesn't look or feel like conventional talking head documentaries. Each episode creates an alluring dramatic tension around the mystery and moves ahead at a brisk pace. There's a lot of info to digest, but it never feels like homework. It's an all-around entertaining watch. The key here is the program covers extraordinary topics but doesn't resort to sensationalism, a pitfall too many UFO docs succumb to. Whereas lesser docs try too hard to convince viewers they're legit, Encounters is confident enough to let the content of its stories speak for themselves, simply laying out the facts so viewers may draw their own conclusions. The series treats its interviewees with respect and open-mindedness, refraining from challenging or debunking their claims. Instead, it highlights the skepticism and ridicule that experiencers often endure. Encounters shines brightest when it focuses on the human aspect of these otherworldly stories, like the ordinary people forever changed by their extraordinary encounters. Some of the people profiled in the show become obsessed with finding answers, akin to real-life Fox Mulder. while others grapple with existential questions about reality and humanity's place in the universe. In the spirit of Spielberg's best films, the program really captures the awe and wonder of coming face to face with a phenomenon that's beyond our understanding. And it spends ample time drawing parallels between UFOs, religion, and folklore, theorizing about how this modern mystery has, in one form or another, been interacting with humanity since the dawn of civilization. So, who's this program for? Encounters provides an ideal entry point for newcomers to the subject. It offers intriguing deep dives into UFO lore without feeling like dry history lessons. The mysteries surrounding each case will certainly captivate, regardless of your belief in flying saucers and extraterrestrials. For those well-versed in the subject, Encounters remains a worthwhile watch. Even though the 4 episodes retread familiar cases, I was still entertained every step of the way. I appreciated the series' cinematic style, relatively grounded tone, and compassionate approach toward interviewing experiencers. Above all, the series illustrates how the phenomenon incites humanity's burning desire to believe in something greater than ourselves. Encounters embraces the unexplained, spotlighting the courageous few pursuing truths that lay beyond our understanding. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the movie in the comments below, and please let me know what movies would you like to see me review on UFO Movie Club. Thanks for watching.